Hi, this is Matthew Elliff again. I've got some interesting things here, as you can probably tell by the video. Lego has made Braille Legos, which I believe they call Braille bricks, if I recall the name. We just got it. We finally were able to get one. They were originally for educational use. Now anyone can buy them, so the store did, and we're gonna kind of mess with them a little bit and kind of show them to you a little bit. There's different. Obviously, you have each letter, and you've got some other signs for different things, periods and number signs and such. But it's designed for any people to learn Braille. Is my understanding. They look a little weird to me, just because I don't know what it is about them. But I've gotten the hang of them. I think what they look like letter-wise. But I think I will add something built here. But I think I'll build something else again. Or I might build the same thing again, but just to what you kind of can do with them a little bit, and then maybe guys show some of the letters off. But I guess I can just maybe build something next to what I've got maybe. I've already got this one thing built. I don't really want to tear it apart. So I wonder, let's see. Where I can build something. Okay. I don't want to knock it over either. So I guess up here. Up above my little castle towery thing I built yesterday. I don't know exactly what we'll do, but I may build another one next to it. Maybe a different shape. Yeah, I'll do that. I guess. You can't do anything too terribly complicated with these things, but you can kind of do simple stuff. Doesn't even matter what way they go either. They seem to stack on top of each other, which is interesting. There's nothing in Braille instruction wise. It's just there's a sheet over here we can show that, well, it kind of shows what they are, but not really. There's little raised things that indicate what the Braille things are, but like, then there's numbers there, but those are apparently how many there are, but it does not really tell you that. And the box is in Braille, kind of. Has a few little sections, but it's hard to read on the cardboard to me. So I don't know. Okay. Oh, there. I forget how many pieces there are in here, but I'll probably put a website link at the end if you want to go try to buy them. They're a little pricey, but kind of interesting. But probably more interesting if you have a kid or a student or something learning Braille. They might be useful. They might be useful for me. I don't know because I didn't have them. So I had other ways of learning Braille at the time. Let's see. So kind of interconnect something here. Maybe. Yeah. I'll put something over here, maybe. My brother was always the builder, not me. So I don't know how to build much, unfortunately. But they're kind of interesting. I was entertaining myself most of the morning playing with these yesterday. I'll do that. See if I can get it to connect. I should have done this to the other one over next to me, but I didn't. Oh well. I can do it now. Yeah, they were in like 4 little sacks. None of them they're not organized or anything, which is kind of a bad deal to me. But I didn't make these, but I wish they would have organized them in some way. That. I don't want to knock anything over, but I don't. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Yeah, there are activities, but they're in like an app. You have to scan the QR code. They come up. I don't know if they're accessible because I don't have it. But the audio is not great with it, and you really don't know what is going on. I don't think. But hopefully they'll improve that at some point. But right now it's a little not quite ready for non-education use. But I'm sure that will change. Yeah, but kind of interesting. Hopefully they'll do more with these non-education use, but I guess we'll see. Time will tell, I guess. But they are out there. You can buy them now. It was just education. You had to say you had to get approved. Now you just can buy them from Lego. I think it's I forget the exact website, but they can be purchased. So.
Can you spell your name with the Braille Lego?
Well, these are existing, but I wish there was a better way to know more about these. I know it just is to me. I'm not for sure exactly why, but there's no indication, I guess, to know which way it's supposed to go. Some letters are one way upside down, another way right side up. So it's just I find it very hard to find to know what way they go. If there's some indentation or something that I could tell which direction, it would be a lot better. So I'm not anywhere near finding what I want. I find everything else except the one I'm looking for.
A few minutes later.
It took me till 5th grade to learn Braille, but all the way through the series they had. One of the few people that completed it. Most people never did. They just gave up. It was just they had no patience, I guess. But, yeah, finding letters is not easy. You'd have to put them in containers to organize them in some way.
A few more minutes later.
Oh, let's see. Ah, yes, there we are. Finally, yay! Found him. There. All it has for instructions is this cardboard thing that is really not very helpful. Because they're not really in Braille, they're just sort of raised up cardboard. But they have Braille to indicate how many pieces there are, but they're just numbers, and if you just look at them, you don't know what these, the 8, 12, 12, 4, what they're talking about. At least to me, I don't find it informative. But it just tells how many pieces of each there are next, above each raised indication. But some real Braille instructions would be great in some way. I think it'd be nice to have Braille instructions, because this to me is not helpful. Maybe I'm overthinking it, I don't know, but I don't find this helpful. Just by opening it up and trying to figure this out without help. So, yeah, that's. Otherwise, there's a QR code you put in, scan with your phone. There's an app, but I have not tried it for accessibility yet, so I don't even know how that goes. It might be usable, but I have not had a chance to do that yet. To know, but there are some videos, but again, they're a little visual in my opinion, by the ones we were looking at yesterday.
What do you like about Braille Lego so far?
I like the fact that they are around, and that kids can learn from them, because it might be easier to learn that way, but I'd learn differently, so I'd learn. You could write them out, but you had some are little blocks so you could look at, and there was a swing cell device that, one way it was like you could put the letters in that way, but you could form the Braille cell that way, but you could put it long ways, and it was more like the way it would look on a Perkins Braille writer. So you could get familiar with what that looked like, but you could move them around, and little pegs that you could move around to make letters or whatever. So it's just, I guess, a better version of that is just getting used to it. And the Braille seems bigger to me. Maybe that's part of my problem. I don't know, but um, I'm cool they exist now, but I'm not quite sure how you can effectively use them.
What do you dislike about Braille Lego so far?
Knowing what direction they go really is my part of my problem. Just knowing do I have it the right ways or is it upside down? I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, that one's easy. That's clearly an H, and you can't really do well. I mean, I guess you could go this way and it would be a D, but I think that would be an H then, because there's that space at the bottom. But it's very hard to know. And they're just big enough so it's a little hard to tell. So I'm used to seeing it on a page, on paper, and so I'm having a little trouble there. That could just be me.
Are Braille Lego worth the cost for you?
No, I really don't. They need to be lower. I don't know. I mean, that's good for educational, but most people, $89 US is a little hard for some people to afford, justify the expense. I think they're a little high, but everything adaptive is usually expensive. For whatever reason, they just cost more. So I guess in that way, it's really could be a lot more, but to me, I find it. I wouldn't buy these. I could use $89 for something else. Like I can get a TV show box set for that, or a big, album of music or something, or I don't know, something for my phone or something, something I could use all the time. But they're a little high to me, expense wise. I can do a lot more things with $89. But I don't know. Maybe they'll adjust that. We'll do a video on that app that they have, which I have not messed with, but we're gonna check that out as well and see how maybe that will help making this better. But I'm also gonna do that. So.
Blind Community Thrift Store logo appears. Subscribe now.